I was like, this podcast sucks.
2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is 3-Hit Combo Podcast. My name is Matt. I'm here with Andy. What's up?
Just us two for the last one of the year.
Last one of the year. Tam's car is busted again and doesn't have a ride, I guess. Girlfriend must not be available. You should get an Uber.
Oh, dude, I guess there is a lack of Uber drivers in Omaha.
Really?
And at peak times, just going from our apartment, which is like 115th and Blondo, to downtown is like a $50 fare.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
So I guess they're hurting here in Omaha.
Damn. Well, he could also get one of these things called a taxi.
Those are still expensive. It just sucks, dude. The alternatives, like maybe Lyft. I don't know. Maybe Lyft is doing better.
Too bad there's not like viable public transport in the city.
I know, dude. Our public transport actually kind of sucks.
It does suck, man.
It's horrible.
It's
You know
only
what's really bad is they try to do well. They just can't.
it's only just like in extremely dense areas and doesn't like branch out very far.
Yeah.
So like, where does Tam live again?
I don't know. Giles, I think.
I
thought
that was his old
He's
place.
moved so many times. I don't know.
But he would have to go probably all the way to Oakview to get a bus. And for people that don't know, that's a fucking long walk.
Yeah. Yeah. Or he'd have to be there like 3 hours before the podcast to make all the stops. And
Oh yeah, he'd have to get up while like the sun was coming up just to come here for an hour.
And then take another 3 hours to get there.
Yeah, it's like a 5-hour round trip.
How's your weeks?
Pretty good. I mean, nothing's really happening. So it's
Same
just
here,
the same old shit, really.
Work,
Yeah.
games, adult.
The season.
Adulting.
Yeah.
It's cold as fuck here. Actually,
is.
it's cold as fuck, I guess, all over the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Winter storm. Dude, the winter storm that came through has the coolest name.
What's the name?
Decima.
Jesus Christ, that's awesome.
Yeah. I was like, that's a sweet-ass name for a storm, dude. But Winter Storm Decima came. It was a blast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was, it really wasn't as bad as I was thinking it would be.
No.
At least ice-wise.
We went out and saw Rogue One on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And the roads weren't bad.
Yeah.
If you don't drive dumb, or if you don't drive like just recklessly, you're fine.
Yeah, they really weren't bad. I had to drive home from work I got off at 8:30, and
It's about time we were driving.
I mean, that was probably like, at the time, I don't know, peak iciness, and it really wasn't that icy.
No, yeah. If you drove smart, you were fine.
But I did see, it wasn't that icy, but I did see a carver's pole and a carver's ditch on my way home.
We saw 2 Carverse ditches on the interstate driving to Alamo.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, fuck, I'm in for it on my way home. But by the time I got home, I'm like, you know what? It's been icier.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. There was years ago when I still had that Chrysler. Do you remember that thing?
Yeah, I remember Chrysler.
It was my mom's birthday, so January 2nd, and I was driving from Council Bluffs back home, and it was like ice storming for like a solid like 12 hours. And I remember, thank God that car was so heavy that I was able to have traction on the interstate.
yeah.
But I remember seeing cars in front of me going off to the side, going in ditches. I was like, this is how I die.
On my way home, I hit a patch and I wobbled,
Oh,
but I
that's not
didn't lose control or anything.
Nice. Because you're a good driver.
I remember one time, God,
I remember.
I remember. I was like, I was only like 16 or something, but I was driving from here to the Sam and Louis on Q Street, 180th and Q.
Oh, okay, that one.
Where Barry Horton worked. I don't know why, like, it was like icy in like 5 p.m., like rush hour. Like, looking back, I'm like, what the fuck were you doing? Like, what was even the point? I did.
Was it for free pizza?
I don't think
Or
so.
discounted
actually.
pizza?
I don't know. But I spun around like almost all the way around.
Shit.
Yeah, that was scary.
Life flashed before your eyes.
Well, I was 16, so it was very quick.
And I'm dead. All right. Halfway through the spin, just all right. That's
Just
it.
crawling, walking, and now here in my
Yeah.
car.
Here in my car. All right. I saw Rogue One. It was good.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad it was good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you had a good time.
I did.
I'm glad you had a great time.
I did. It's probably the best Star Wars since Empire Strikes Back.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
And it fills in a lot of plot holes between episode 3. Or, like, just a lot of things that you ask about when you're watching episode 4. You're like, how did that happen? It fixes it. It's nice. So,
Nice.
I enjoyed it.
Nice.
But probably
good.
after, I'm going to go see it again after the New Year's because my dad wants to see it. So I always end up taking him. It's nice, though. I pay for cheap matinee tickets, and then he buys dinner at Alamo. So it all works out for me.
Oh, nice. Nice. I've never been to Alamo.
It's so good. It's expensive though. It's getting expensive. Like tickets themselves is fine, but
Yeah.
if you get food there, it sucks. The food's kind of pricey.
Yeah, I'm
But it's
sure it
good.
is. Movie theaters are kind of notorious for that.
But they do some of like the coolest movie. They have, I think, in January sometime a mystery marathon of 4 Nicolas Cage movies, and you don't know what 4 movies it's gonna be.
That's awesome.
I guess they did a Sylvester Stallone one a couple months back, and I guess this guy we were talking to said it was awesome. So I keep in the back of my head, I'm like, do I really want to sit through 4 Nicolas Cage? Because he's got like a bunch of good ones, but then there's a bunch of Nicolas Cage movies that I just don't care about. And I feel like I'm going to get at least 3 that I don't care about, and 1 I like.
That'd be interesting, though. Just
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then they have like trivia and give away prizes and stuff.
oh,
So
nice. That's
yeah,
cool.
It might be fun.
Yeah.
Sitting through 4 movies is an investment.
Well, Andy, if you don't have anything else, we can go right into gaming news.
Let's do it.
All right.
Ravioli, ravioli, give me the gameioli. Here we go! This is gaming news on 3-Hit Combo. Ravioli.
Hey, the Nintendo store has finally discounted the Wii U to
Really?
to $200 even.
Hasn't it not got a price drop at all since it's launched or something? I remember
I don't
hearing
know.
that it hasn't got discounts or something.
I don't know if at all. Maybe. Oh, I mean, I just know now that they finally decided to discount it to $200.
You could probably get it cheaper.
Oh, and
on-
that's for factory refurbished.
Oh, you could probably get it cheaper on eBay.
And you can get a 3DS XL refurbished for $170.
Now that's not bad.
I know that's probably what I'm going to do. I still think I'm going to get a 3DS, but since I am never really committed to handhelds, I'm going to get it as cheap as I can.
That's a good idea.
I would get a 2DS because it's so cheap, but it looks like shit. It's just a big wedge.
Mitch's brother had a 2DS and he loved it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the look of it. It looks like a doorstop.
So every time I come over here, I just kind of look at Pokemon a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
just see what's in your neighborhood. There's a goddamn Alakazam around here.
You fucking serious? Oh my god, that's up at the park at the church.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a straight up Alakazam.
Good lord.
Indeed.
Oh, did you see the new Pokemon are out?
Oh, they're out?
Yeah,
Was
but-
it not an app update?
It was an app update.
Oh.
Maybe did you not get the update?
I don't.
Was your screen when you open up Pokemon a bunch of Pokemon in like Christmas attire?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you have the update.
Oh, okay.
But I believe you can only hatch them. You
Oh.
can't catch them. They have to be hatched.
All right. Well,
That's a lot of hatching to do for a generation of Pokemon.
I know. Maybe eventually they'll make them catchable or something.
Also, if you catch Pikachu, it has like a Santa hat,
Oh yeah, Santa Christmas.
and it gets to keep the Santa hat.
Oh, it does.
And if you evolve it to Raichu, it keeps the Santa hat. So
That's cool.
it's kind of something that you can show off in
I saw
6
a picture
months.
of someone who was catching a Raichu, and the Raichu was throwing snowballs.
Really?
Yeah, I was
Oh,
like,
that's cool.
cool.
It's funny because I just got sick of Pokemon Go again, and I might turn it on again.
It's only when I'm out and I have nothing. Like I'm waiting for something. I'm like, I'll boot up Pokemon, see what's up. But I don't actively use it that much anymore.
I spent about maybe a good month doing the daily catches and Pokestops.
Those were fun.
To get the bonus XP. It was easy because, first of all, you can catch Pokemon anywhere.
Yeah.
My work is just crazy for Pokemon.
Is it?
Like, yeah, like, I'll turn on Pokemon Go at my break, and, like 10 Pokemon will just, like, explode near me.
Is it all just commons?
There's occasionally one or two good ones in there.
There's a Taurus that pops up at mine every now and then.
Yeah, I get a Taurus occasionally. So there's that. It's easy to catch a Pokemon. There's also a Pokestop that's basically just in my neighborhood on my way home from
Oh, nice. So
work
you
to
can do
home.
that.
Yeah, and it's a quick detour. It's just a little loop you have to
Nice.
make. So it's easy to hit that and not really waste any extra time to go out and make a special trip for a Pokestop.
What do we got for game news?
Oh, hey, what do you know? It's Pokemon Go.
Oh, really?
Pokemon Go was the most searched term on Google this year.
Oh, that makes sense.
The most.
You know what's crazy is I didn't know at Pokemon Go's peak that it had 45 million active players.
Oh,
That is
active
insane.
players.
Now I think it's down to like a couple million or something.
So, Pokemon Go topped iPhone 7, Donald Trump, Prince, and Powerball.
I wasn't expecting Powerball. I feel like Powerball would be on there every year though for the past
Yeah.
like couple of years.
Yeah, because people want them numbers.
Yeah. Dim numbers. Dim lucky numbers. Dim lucky random numbers. iPhone. That makes sense. All the other ones.
So, Ark is coming out with an expansion.
Is it the VR one?
Yes, Ark Park, a virtual reality petting zoo coming to the Oculus Rift 5 and PlayStation VR sometime in 2017. Ark Park is being developed by Snail Games with Ark proper developer Studio Wildcard acting as a creative consultant.
Art Park. That's all I can think of now is Art Park.
Ark Park.
Okay, so the main dudes aren't making it. Okay, that's fine. Because
I don't think this is an expansion, actually. I think this is a standalone game.
probably they just call it that.
The way they're saying, I don't know. The way it's coming off, it feels like an expansion, but it doesn't sound like
I
it.
thought it was something else that the developers were making. I'm like, maybe they should like. Is Ark the original one actually finished, or is it still in beta?
Oh, no. It's still in beta.
Yeah, I was like, maybe they should finish.
Actually, I think, is it in beta or is it in alpha?
Maybe they should.
It's not quote finished. I don't understand the release cycle to these kind of games because when you play Ark, like, I don't know what's not finished about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably bugs.
I mean, it's kind of buggy, but I've played so many finished games with bugs like that, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't really. I guess I don't quite understand. When I think like alpha and beta, I think like bare bones.
Yeah,
ass.
not working. Like alpha, I think like not a lot works.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's weird that it says early access, and it's like it's like my second most played game on Steam. Like
Stardew still up there?
Stardew is like maybe fourth probably. I think it's Civ 5, Ark.
Nothing will ever top the king.
Yeah, Civ 5, Ark, Fallout 4, and then Stardew Valley. Actually, I'm gonna take a look right now.
I've been finishing up Nuka World DLC for Fallout 4 because I realized I played about 15 minutes of it and I was like, I have not finished this. So
I was going to play Nuka World last night, but I got into something else that I will actually talk about in our next segment.
cool. It's not bad. I like it. I can't wait to play Fallout 4 on PC because once I have like my built computer, I know it'll be hella fast, and this is the one thing I hate about playing it on the PS4. But every time you go into a building or fast travel or anything, the load time is just painful. And I bet the load time on a souped up PC is pretty quick.
Yeah. Ark is not as high as I thought it was.
Oh, really?
Ark is number 5.
Oh, not bad.
No, I can't count. Ark is number 6. Sid Meier's Civilization 5, Fallout 4, Stardew Valley, Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 10, Ark.
Ah, 9 makes sense that it would be in your...
Yeah. Stardew Valley, 69 hours on record. Hell yeah.
Bitches be crazy.
Got a 69 fucking Abigail, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Crush some puss.
So I speaking of Stardew, I got it without paying just to give it a try because I was like, if it's good, I'll buy it or wait for the Steam summer or winter sale and get it. But that was because of the controls. Hear me out. And I think it's because I'm so fucking used to playing on a controller that when I have to play a game with mouse and keyboard that's not a first-person shooter, I don't like it. But Stardew Valley recently, last week, came out for the PS4. So, do you know if it does controller support on PC?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll give that a try.
Yeah, so it does controller support on PC. I like playing it with a keyboard and mouse because it's kind of like Minecraft, which I play with a keyboard and mouse.
Yeah.
Obviously, Minecraft's not very good with a controller.
Yeah, Minecraft is one I'd rather play with.
But I know it has controller support specifically because I can't remember if I tried to use a controller at first. I don't think so. But I know when I was riding my horse, my controller would vibrate when it was plugged in. What? So, yeah, it's got controller support.
I want to try it. I have yet to try it with Steam yet, but I know Steam now supports the DualShock 4.
It does.
So
yeah.
I'm going to give that a try.
I have used the DualShock 4 on Steam at Stefan's house.
Is it work
Yeah.
seamlessly?
Yeah, it works.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Because I love that controller so much. Well, good.
New Xbox One update significantly improves download speeds.
Oh, that's
40 to 80% faster download speeds.
Jesus, that's insane. Xbox Live always was fast compared to PSN, like download wise.
Mm-hmm.
That thing, when I had both the consoles, the 360 and the 3, the Xbox was just blazing fast compared to the PS3.
So of the major services, Steam is undoubtedly the best when it comes to reliably fast downloads.
Yeah, Steam's so fucking fast.
And they say things get murkier with PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. They've heard people complain they're frustrated with Xbox speeds compared to PS4. The author of this article actually says their experience was opposite, that they get quicker downloads with Xbox One, and it's probably because PS4 has the inability to connect to 5 gigahertz networks.
Yeah, I thought that was a really weird thing that they left out of the PS4.
That is a little odd, because that's starting to become kind of standard.
Yeah. I have mine hardwired, though, so that's nice.
That's good, yeah. So then Microsoft rolled out an update. The main focus to boost download performance. Users with connections greater than 100 megabits per second should get speeds that are up to 80% faster.
Dang.
Users with connections under that threshold will get downloads that have more consistent performance and are up to 40% faster.
Well, that's cool. That's a good update, then.
Yeah, that's... And this says here, it may not have the sex appeal of something like a new game reveal. Bullshit. I am so hard just thinking about it.
Oh, those updates!
Yeah, download speeds are my fetish.
It's nice. Yes, they are. I like going to work and testing my download speed on my phone because they have like T3 or whatever the hell it is there. It's insane. On my phone, I get like 100 something megabits a second. I was like, yeah, my phone shouldn't be doing this fast, but it does.
And the Final Fantasy 15 porn parody is out.
All right.
It's called Full Service Station.
Does it have cup of noodles in it?
That's I cannot answer that yet. I have not watched it.
I'll try and watch it.
Now they got one picture. It's not anything exciting.
Is it CG or is it?
No, it's
It's actual.
it's real.
It's actual.
It is a porn parody.
I thought it would be CG.
Mm-mm. So let's see what we got here. The description from the official site says, Sean Lawless's car is broken down and he goes to see a mechanic in the middle of the desert. Nikki Benz comes out and inspects Mr. Lawless's car. Miss Benz says how she'd hate to charge him for the damage, but that she has to keep her business afloat. Sean figures Nikki's teasing him with her huge tits so that he's willing to pay any price she throws at him. But when a monstrous troll appears, Nikki fights off the creature. Busty Nikki Benz soon realizes she still has another monster to tame. Sean's big cock, that is.
Oh my god, that's amazing. I love porn like descriptions. It's the best.
There is someone I absolutely have to send this screenshot to. My god. Alright, so that will do it for gaming news. So what we're going to do next is we're going to talk about our favorite games of 2016, games that came out in 2016. So let's hit up the conversation.
This is the segment this podcast needs, but not the one it deserves. This is a conversation with 3-hit combo and Batman.
Forget about that drop?
Because we don't do that. We maybe do it like 3-4 times a year. So when we do it, I forget about it. And I'm like, oh, it's so good. All right, Matt, what was your favorite game of the year? One that you enjoyed the most? Had fun?
2016 had games.
It did. It had a lot of big games come out.
There were games. There were many games. There were games in 2016. I would say my favorite game of 2016, and I got a handful to mention, but I was gonna do like my favorite game was Stardew Valley.
Did that really come out in 16?
Mm-hmm.
Really? I thought it was 2015.
Mm.
Why?
Well, first of all, for its addicting qualities. And what I really like about the game is there's so many things to do, and you don't really feel like you have to do one thing or the other. Like, you don't really have to farm. If you don't want to farm, you don't have to farm. You can go fish, you can go mine. The game keeps you engaged to the point where you can keep getting new things to keep you engaged. So you farm, that's cool, and then someone's like, hey, you can upgrade your farm buildings and construct new ones. And you're like, oh, okay, so I'll get a coop, and then you get a chicken.
Chickens.
And you're like, cool, now I can have eggs. And then a little bit later, you level up your farming, like one more level, and they're like, hey, you can make a mayo machine. Now you can make mayonnaise out of the eggs.
Mayo machine, that's awesome.
And then suddenly you can build a bigger coop, and now you can get ducks. Now you can make duck mayonnaise.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. That doesn't sound
I would
good.
try that if someone was like, "You want to try some duck mayonnaise?" Is
that
duck sperm?
And then you can go fish, and sometimes you catch rare fish. You mine and get rare minerals, and then as you improve the community center, things become open to you, like the quarry and the desert. And
can you get marble in the quarry?
No, I don't know. I don't think there's a marble in the game. And then, of course, you can always get your affinity with the villagers up. And so you can have some waifu wars. You know what's funny is I originally started to get my affinity up with Emily. And then she was kind of weird. She was always talking about like fucking chakras and stuff. And I was like, eh. So then I got my affinity up with Abigail, who is less weird. She just hangs out in the cemetery. And I ended up marrying Abigail, but then I had a quest where I had to go give Emily like a piece of cloth or something. And because my affinity was high enough, there was a cutscene event the next time I entered her home. I didn't know this, and I think it was like sitting there waiting for me to do it for like a year. So I go in there and she dances for me, and I'm just like, I'm being forced to cheat on Abigail. I can't get out of the cutscene.
That's how they do it. Mentally just fuck you.
Yeah. So Stardew Valley is a blast. When you play, you can pretend you're not alone by marrying one of the villagers.
Can you marry all of them at the same time?
You can only marry one, but you can have multiple girlfriends and boyfriends.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna ask this: can you bang in that game, or does it just go dark like most games do?
No, there are some times where it's implied banging. Like where you like stay over or something, yeah. But no, there's no hot coffee mod for Stardew Valley, unfortunately.
Why not?
I don't know.
I need some 8-bit.
I do know if you want to look up Stardew Valley Rule 34.
I don't, or there's always Rule 34.
You can certainly find that. So that's Stardew Valley.
Mine is Doom.
Doom, man.
That game was literally that game met every expectation that was promised by that game.
Yeah.
They promised fast, violent, and fun, and it met all three of those expectations, and it looked gorgeous too. That's another game I can't wait to get on PC because running at like 60 frames on 4K just make it look pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it met all expectations that it needed. It was exactly what it needed to be as a game, especially Doom. And I have loved Doom since old Windows 95 days. I remember playing Doom on LAN with my cousin at my uncle's house.
Yeah.
And just so good. So good. I love Doom. So that was good. It was a good comeback. I didn't really care about the multiplayer because I don't care. The story was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was violent, guns, and just it looked pretty. So Doom was mine. I enjoyed it quite a bit. What else you got?
Well, of course, I want to bring up Civilization 6.
Have you played a lot of it, or you still play 5?
No, I haven't played 5 since it came out. I played like 26 hours or something of Civ 6, and then that's when I kind of fell into Stardew Valley. Actually, you know what? You know what got me into Stardew Valley? Donald Trump winning the presidency. Because I was so just fucking exhausted. And I was like, I don't want to fucking play Civ 6. Like, I don't want to think. Sucks ass. And so I was like, I need something chill about Stardew Valley.
I've never been so depressed over an event. Like, I was thinking back on it. That next day, I was so fucking just depressed.
Dude, that night, I was just like, I was so fucking depressed. I was just like, I can't believe.
But yeah, like thinking back that next day, dude, I went to work and I maybe got like an hour of work done because I was just so slow and just so depressed. I've never been so depressed by an event.
Yeah, that night and the next day, I'm just like
just
this is what it was all leading up to.
Yeah, that happened.
God, now we're white supremacists.
Now we're gonna drain that swamp, yo. Bring that swamp.
Oh yeah, it's so drained right now.
I think it's funny though how like everybody that voted for him he just is gonna fuck so hard.
Oh yeah, they bought it. They bought into the "don't worry, I'm here for the little man,"
I got you, bro.
which he's never been in his entire life, but now he suddenly is.
All right, back to games. My other one. Oh, were you done with Civ? Because we just kind of went back to Stardew Valley.
Basically, I mean, Civ 6 was a big jump from Civ 5, and I think it did enough things differently that it's not like the same game over.
That's good.
You know, and it's also really complete, just in its base form, which Civ 5 was not very complete. It was kind of bare bones, which Civ 5 eventually came out with expansions that made that thing super deep, but Civ 6 comes out of the box pretty deep.
That's good. Another one is, for me, Uncharted 4. That game was graphically amazing. And the story was good. It was like playing a freaking movie. The only downside I had was there was parts of that game where it felt like they were just stretching out parts of that game. There was a lot of like jumping and climbing and exploring, but it like really stretched out areas, and I was but it was good. It was a good way to end the series. I'm glad. The story was amazing. The voice acting and I guess the motion capture acting was fantastic. So
nice.
Naughty Dog makes a good fucking game.
Yeah.
So
I want to bring up it's an expansion. It's not a full-on game, but I didn't have a whole lot of games in 2016 that I played that specifically came out that year. So I want to mention the Ark Survival Evolved expansion, which was Scorched Earth.
This is a good game. Oh, sorry. Continue with Scorched Earth.
Scorched Earth, basically, Scorched Earth brought you into like a desert environment where heat was actually a big issue. It was harder, definitely, because there were fewer resources and water was scarce. Introduced new tools and animals, and introduced the rock golem, which was a pain in the ass. Actually, the rock golem wasn't super hard to kill. It was just we were trying to tame it, and it was so fucking hard.
I'm excited for. Sorry, it just made me think of like exploration survival type games, but I'm excited to have a computer that because I have like 3. I have like Rust, The Forest, and 7 Days to Die that I can't play because they're pretty graphic heavy.
Yeah,
and I want to play Ark, but I know for a fact my computer can't even run that on low.
You know what's crazy with Ark is, I mean, I don't know if I'd call it graphic heavy. You certainly need enough to run it, but it's not very optimized yet because it's still in that beta alpha stage. Yeah, Balfa. So like, I know there's like something you can put like custom launch options. There's like a code for use all cores.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Which really helps the. I have it.
How nowadays could you not make a game that uses all the cores? Like, I feel like that's a necessity. Like, everybody has cores.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But if you do get Ark, ask me and I can give you that thing.
Good. I will.
So, it was great. I added a lot of time to the game. I know a lot of people were pissed that paid DLC came out for a game in early access, which I get, but it was so fun to the point that I really didn't care. I mean, that's
How
what
much
it
was it?
But that $20. But that's what it boils down to, right? Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did. I played for hours, so
that's good.
When that came out, Ark got a lot of bad reviews after that, and not any of it actually had to do with the gameplay. It just had to do with the fact that they didn't agree with their paid DLC. So,
hey, doesn't the Steam sale start next week? Doesn't it usually start around Christmas?
Yeah, you would think so. Let me look it up.
Because I'm gonna be on the lookout for games that I've been wanting, but just can't have a computer for.
Steam winter sale dates have leaked. Looks like it'll be 9:50 a.m. Pacific time on December 22nd.
All right, so that's
which would
Friday?
be Thursday.
Oh, Thursday? All right, cool. That'll be fun.
Let me look at another source here and make sure they both say the same thing.
Well, since we're talking about games that we liked, maybe we'll talk about 1 or 2 games that we played and bought that we wish we didn't have.
That's a good idea because I have one.
And I have one too. Since you're looking that up, I will start. No Man's Sky. I bought into the hype so fucking hard that game, which I got to give them credit. They hyped the shit out of that game and they did it well.
Mm-hmm.
But at the time that I bought it, okay, let me preface it with since the world or whatever builder updates they've been adding, the game's gotten a hell of a lot better. But when I bought that game, when it came out, it was one of those I shouldn't have paid $60 for this game type of game. It was more of a should have been a $20 type game, maybe $30. Mm-hmm. I paid $60 full fucking price for that game, and I maybe played it for about 4 hours, maybe 10 max. Mm-hmm. And then didn't touch it till last month when they added in the new patch. And then I played it for maybe an hour after that and went, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
It was okay. I regret buying that game. I bought into the hype. That was my bad. But otherwise, besides that game, there was no games that I really played or bought this year that I didn't like. I can't remember when I bought that Green Army Man game. Maybe it was back in May. Because I know we talked about it. At least you and I talked about it. The one,
yeah.
And running with rifles. No, that's not it. Whatever. Green plastic men or something. Anyways, I played 15 minutes of that and got my refund back on Steam because that game was horrible. But I don't know if that came out this year or not.
So, the game I actually played last night, and I didn't buy it, which is good because it was free to play on Steam for the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Dead by Daylight.
I've heard of that. What the hell is it? I know nothing about it.
It is a game where 4 people play as survivors, and 1 person plays as a killer. and you have to hunt down the survivors while the survivors have to turn on generators and go out through an escape hatch.
That sounds cool.
It sounds cool.
All right.
So, first of all, the game is buggy as shit.
Is it a final release, or is it
It's
an actual release, or is it beta?
It's
or alpha?
done.
Oh, it's done.
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right.
Yeah. I don't believe it is in any sort of beta or alpha anymore.
What's it called? Dead by Daylight?
Yeah. So there was a ton of graphical glitches, first of all, that were just weird. We played a game. The one full game I was able to play, 2 of us fell through the map.
All right.
I dubbed the game Wait in the Lobby Simulator because it took about 10 to 15 minutes to find a match.
Oof.
Yeah. There was like only, I believe there's has to be multiple maps, but we only played on Coldwater Farm, so I don't know what the deal was with that. There's multiple killers, but the only ones I actually saw was Michael Myers about 1,000 times. And then one time I saw the nurse. And Michael Myers was... We only played one full game, and it was Michael Myers. And there was a couple games we got kicked or fell through the map. It was Michael Myers. And then one time we played a custom game, and one of my friends played as the nurse. Oh, nice. It's really repetitive. Like, every game is generators hatch, get out. Like, it's the same thing. And then the killer, like, you can get your own, like, special upgrades eventually. But you know what's the worst part of this game is the killer doesn't kill. Like, you don't get to stab them or cut their throat or stomp on them. You pick them up and you put them on a hook and let them bleed out.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah. You can eventually get an upgrade where you have like single-use weapons that you can kill them with, but it's basically just hit them and let them bleed out. Like, it's not interesting at all compared to, like, say, the Friday the 13th game, which
that game looks so good.
Which I saw how Jason kills people, and that is much more fun than just letting them bleed out.
That game looks good.
And I played this with Stefan, who also wasn't a big fan, and we also played with another friend of ours who has 500 hours in the game.
Whoa, holy crap.
And he was trying hard to, like, be like, guys, this game is good, I swear. It's good. But it wasn't.
Yeah, Reddit doesn't like this game either.
I straight up uninstalled it. Like,
how big was it?
I think it was only like 4 gigabytes.
Oh, wow, that's not bad.
Yeah. I straight up, like, there was still time left in the game. I think we could play it tonight if we really wanted to for the free play weekend. But after we sat in the lobby for about half an hour, I was like, this is it. We decided, we're like, all right, well, I guess we're done. So we quit. And then the first thing I did was uninstall it. I'm like, I'm not playing this again.
Dude, the one downside about those free weekend games is sometimes Infinite Warfare on PS4 had a free weekend you could play. That thing was 40-something gigs to download. It would have taken me an evening to fucking download that. Maybe even like 12 hours. And then you play for like a couple hours here and there, and then you uninstall it. Like, I hate that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Rainbow Six Siege had one, and the download was like 32 gigs or something. I was like, this is... No, I'm not going to do this.
Damn. All right, you got any more games? Are you tapped?
Yeah, I mostly played. I guess one that I'm enjoying right now, and I bought the season pass for because I'm really enjoying it, was Battlefield 1.
That's good.
I'm glad that one of the two, Call of Duty or Battlefield, went back and did a time period one, because modern and future game, it was getting boring.
Yeah. I have one game we both played that we had quite a bit of fun with. Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that did. Jesus. Yeah, we went out with Tam and his girlfriend. That was fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they came out this summer.
Yeah, I went back there, just show Camilla. I was like, you gotta see how many people here. It's crazy cool. And she did oh, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll bring a book and you can play. And we didn't play.
Bring a book. Who reads?
I don't know.
I don't even know how to read. That's how cool I am.
Get out of Yeah, Pokemon Go is good. I spent some money on it.
Mm-hmm.
I think like $10. I think maybe 15 because I bought twice. Oh, I got Mario Runs or whatever. That new Mario game.
Super Mario Run.
Yeah, Super Mario Run. It's good. I enjoyed it. I already beat it.
Cool.
But yeah, it was good. All right, that's all I got.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into news.
Das News. From all around the world
Oh, great Odin's Raven.
and Florida,
It's so damn hot.
this is news.
You know how fake news is becoming a big thing?
Yes.
So I go on Imager a lot just to browse, and it's fucking everywhere.
Even on Imager?
Yeah, it's everywhere. Like, there was a story about, there was a mall Santa. The kid said, like, oh, that guy's molesting me. Don't tell anyone. Yeah. They beat the guy.
Stepdad out or whatever.
Not real.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then there's always that one going around that says Hershey's runs the same commercial over and over. And
Isn't it that
every
Hershey
year,
kisses
yeah,
the bell?
and then gives their holiday budget to their employees. That's not true either.
Hershey's is a fucking evil company.
There's-
It's like Nestle.
There's nothing. Oh my God, Nestle's horrible.
Nestle's such an evil company.
Nestle doesn't think drinking water, like clean drinking water, is a right.
Yeah. You got paid for that. Dude, yeah, that's a company that's fucking evil.
I'm trying to think of more.
What was...
Because there was like maybe about 4 of them that I ran into that I just immediately looked up, and I'm like, it's not true.
Snopes has become quite a popular website for me to go to.
Yeah.
When I see articles, I'm like, I'll just go to Snopes.
And it's crazy. And then some people are like, yeah, but The Onion. I'm like, no, The Onion is supposed to
Yeah,
like...
The Onion has been doing it long before fake news.
Yeah, The Onion doesn't pass itself off as legitimate news, but is
no.
wrong.
Yeah,
like,
they make it look like real news, but it's... You just read it and you're like, okay.
yeah, you know, and plus when you get to just The Onion, you know
Yeah.
that everything on it's fake. This other stuff though is just like clip articles that make their way around Facebook, and there's no.
It's a good page I follow. Stop Clickbait or Stop.
Yeah,
Fake News,
Stop
and-
Clickbait. Yeah,
and they summarize it for you in the articles or not. Fake news is so fucking bad, and you know, like Facebook's been a very huge propagator of it too, especially when they got rid of their humans that did the news and went to algorithms or whatever.
Yeah,
that made it so fucking bad.
Well, it's crazy, and it's disappointing sometimes just to be like, you see all these people posting something and you look it up, and in 20 seconds you find out it's not real, and you're like,
and then they're like, oh my God,
guys, like...
The clickbait and fake news. Was clickbait this year too, or did it start last year?
Oh, clickbait's been around for a few years.
Okay. It's just become so numb to it. Clickbait and fake news this year has, every time I get on Facebook, I get off almost within like 2 minutes. I just go, I can't fucking do this anymore. And I've contemplated getting rid of my Facebook a couple of times this year just because of all the stupid shit.
Oh, I've had
to
just hide so many people.
Yeah, that's what Camilla was like. Just start unfollowing people. So that's what I've done now.
That just constantly post things that aren't real or just, well, that's basically just it.
Yeah,
stuff that isn't real. And then you try and tell them like, hey, this isn't real, and then they're like, well, I wouldn't doubt if it was true. I'm like,
oh yeah,
I wouldn't put it past them.
Post truths, is that the word?
Post truth. Yeah,
fucking post truth.
People that just don't have the capacity to like actually know what they're talking about.
So it was real.
Yeah. Hey, that's not true. Yeah, but it could be. But it's not. I wouldn't put it past them. Shut the fuck up. Huh. All right, so woman stole baby Jesus, told the hospital was neglected.
Read that once more.
Woman stole baby Jesus, told the hospital it was neglected.
Okay.
In Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, police say a woman stole baby Jesus from a nativity scene. They dropped the figurine off at a hospital with a note explaining that the baby had been neglected by his parents. Police say 49-year-old Jacqueline Ross told them it was a joke, but they aren't laughing. She was identified from surveillance video and is jailed on charges of theft and institutional vandalism. Institutional vandalism? What the fuck is institutional vandalism?
I don't know, but really quick, it made me think of like, yeah, look it up really quick.
Oh, if you knowingly desecrate or vandalize. Oh, in Pennsylvania specifically, you commit institutional vandalism if you willingly desecrate or vandalize or deface a building of a church, a synagogue, or any place used for religious worship.
Oh, all right.
Also cemeteries and mortuaries.
So on a random dark note, but it just that random institutional because it came out of nowhere in left field.
Mm-hmm.
Did you? So the West Side Kids.
Oh.
Did you see what they got charged with?
No.
Just one made sense. It was like something to commit a crime or something, but the other one was disturbing the peace.
Really?
What? But yeah, those West Side Kids, dude. What the fuck?
For those that don't know, they made semen frosting.
See, I was under the assumption that they got caught before, but I guess it went all the way.
No, they gave it to their teacher. And the teacher ate the semen frosting. That is like, those kids need to be like psychiatric evaluated.
At first,
that is fucked up to the point where it's like, okay, you might be a future serial killer.
One, they didn't get expelled. They got like a week and a half suspension.
Oh, that's not enough.
Fucking what?
Yeah, that's not enough.
You put semen in food and fed it to your teacher, dude. That is like there was a kid in my high school.
That's sexual assault.
Yeah, there is a kid in my high school that got expelled for bringing pot brownies.
Oh, yeah. So if they're going to do that, then they should definitely expel the semen kids.
But they're like, oh, they're just making a...
They didn't know. They were young. They didn't know.
They fucking knew.
They didn't know you couldn't put semen in frosting. They probably eat it all the time.
I'm trying to find... There was a good...
It really gives the muffins a good bleach flavor.
Let's see. But yeah, like, the school is trying to, like, protect the students. And, dude, like, that teacher has to fucking see those students again, dude. Or see them in the hall or some shit. Alright, I found it here. Let's see. One, alright, so this was a good thing. If they were adults, they would be in fucking jail right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, straight to jail. I know they finally got criminal charges. Let's see.
So while you're doing that, a robbery suspect tries fooling the cops with a drawn-on beard.
That's good shit.
The suspect is a heavyset white man or woman, aged 30 to 40, wearing a red bandana, long dark hair, and a green army-style pilot jumpsuit. On the surveillance camera footage, which if you want to see, you can come on over, they clearly drew on a beard. Apparently trying to fool the cops into telling people that this person has a beard.
Oh, it's so good. It looks like he used a Sharpie that was running out of ink, and he just, like, made it really quick to like, finish the beard before the Sharpie ran out of ink. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's funny. I bet that guy thought he was fucking brilliant when he was first doing it.
This is perfect.
Like, oh, God, yes. Oh, God, he was so fucking proud of himself.
So, final story in news. Fireball now comes in a box.
I've seen some pictures of it, but I hadn't, like, seen anywhere that if it was, like, someone made it or if it was a mock or what.
It's not a mock. It's real.
Sweet.
Fireball comes in a box. 3.5 liters of Fireball.
I was just going to ask 3.5. Nice. Oh, that's a bigger box than I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. For that white girl in you. You know people are going to fucking make those, like, camel backpacks or just, like, a tube of Fireball. Oh.
It is called the Firebox.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, do they say how much it is? I'm curious.
$40.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all, dude. Holy crap. And it probably lasts forever, too. Because, I mean, Fireball in general doesn't go bad. It lasts. There's nothing in it to go bad. So, yeah, that would last you a fucking long... Man, there's going to be some happy college students.
Oh, yeah.
And white girls, I guess. White girl? How do I get it?
I like Fireball.
I like Fireball mixed with, like, Dr. Pepper or something, but I can't, like, straight Fireball.
I can straight Fireball. I like cinnamon, man.
I like Goldschlager.
I love that shit.
Goldschlager's the original Fireball. Get the fuck out of here.
The original Fireball. Goldschlager's not spicy.
That is true, yeah. I guess that's why I like Goldschlager more than Fireball. Fireball, I always have, like, a...
Goldschlager is good, though.
Yeah, Goldschlager's so good.
I remember one time I drank too much Goldschlager, and I didn't... It wasn't the drunkenness that was the problem. It's just that it's so syrupy.
It's sugary.
I had a big stomach ache.
Yeah, it hurts. That's why you can only like have a little bit of Goldschlager.
Yeah, you can't do too much because that sugar will get to your stomach. All right. Well, Andy, that'll do it for this episode of the podcast. Last one of the year. We won't be back till 2017.
Dun, dun, dun. And hopefully, I saw a thing online that was like 2017's only going to get worse because all the celebrities we like are getting older. So 2016 was kind of the start of what could be a shitty roller coaster ride.
I mean, to be fair, they get older every year.
Yeah, but I mean, the big ones are starting to go now. I don't know, Ozzy's going to outlast like me.
Yeah. I did hear something. It's like, wait for the ball to drop on New Year's Eve, and instead of 2017, we get 2016S.
We get it for a couple more days while they fix it. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
But I am working on a best of 2016 that will come out on Christmas.
Lots of Fallout. Did you cut that out? Your comment about how much we talk about Fallout?
Did
It's probably not
cut it out?
No,
about?
I said, will there be lots of Fallout?
Oh, man.
You just make one, just 4 hours of Fallout.
I could make an entire Fallout podcast, like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, because we talked about. So it's kind of weird going through the episodes like back to back to back, because I clip out clips from 5 episodes a day, and when Fallout 4 was the big thing, like really early in the year after I got it. Oh my fucking God, that's all we fucking talked about. And I was so sick of hearing about Fallout 4 from us. I was like, this podcast sucks.
That means you're truly hardened at heart if you can say that about your own podcast.
But it should be good, though. I got a ton of clips, and I still have...
I like our best ups. You do a good job on them.
I have like 15 episodes still left to clip out, so...
Well, you do a good job. I like it.
Thank you.
I always laugh. And then people in my cube go, what are you laughing at? And I'm like, my podcast. They go,
Myself.
Yeah. They go, you have a podcast? And I go, yeah. And then I tell them the podcast.
Nice.
So hopefully that works. Hopefully people from work listen.
Yeah, that'd be nice. So, remember you can find us on Facebook. Facebook.com/3combo podcast. Twitter.com/3combo PC. Excuse me.
I said, I remember.
I remember. Remember, you can email us at 3hitcombopodcast@gmail.com. If you want to see all our episodes, including our previous best ofs, including the best of Skylar, which is a great episode.
Yeah, that's a good listen.
You can go to our YouTube page, search 3 Hit Combo Podcast. That has everything on it. Everything. So, for Andy, this is Matt signing out.